Hey guys, it's Jen Pantown. I want to talk to you today about Pilates, but specifically how Pilates can benefit in other sports, or if you do other forms of exercise, how Pilates can really add to that and make you better at what you do, okay? So it's obviously excellent alone. You can do Pilates as it is. However, it really shines and you can really see the benefit when it's used as cross-training with your regular workout or in addition to your sports training. It becomes clear how the benefits of Pilates help your performance in your sport, okay? So for example, if you run, right? Running or any sport that involves running, hip flexion, we got football, basketball, track field, even cycling, right? Lots of hip flexion in cycling, lots of core involvement. So all of that, running, everything, you want to make your body as efficient as you can. So by strengthening the core and strengthening the hips, Pilates will work a lot around strengthening the hips. Your hips come into alignment, okay? Your core gets stronger. The stronger you are through your core and the more trained through your deep abdominal muscles, the stabilizing muscles, those carry the weight of your body and your legs can do what they need to do better, right? You can have more power in the legs because they're not working as hard to stabilize your body. Your hips aren't working as hard to stabilize because they're trained that way from Pilates, because that's one of the things that we work on. The other thing is the breathing, okay? In all sports, all activities, we need to be conscious of our breathing, right? Maximize the oxygen exchange. One thing in Pilates is you'll hear the instructor cueing inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale, and eventually it just kind of becomes natural. That deep breathing becomes natural. So when you're doing your sport, the deep breathing, the maximum oxygen exchange becomes natural. You're not panting or short of breath. Those things just happen so that you can get the most out of your energy. So other sports with quick movement or rotation, tennis, golf, baseball, rotational sports, okay? Core, shoulder girdle, hip girdle, right? That's what we call the muscles around the shoulders and the hips in Pilates. They're trained, but they're balanced. Forward and back, inside and outside, left to right. That muscle balance makes your movement more efficient, okay? So maximum transfer of force into your swing, okay? So core muscle balance, which is what we work in Pilates, can show its benefits in the maximum force in your swing. Again, breathing as well, it's always important. So in most sports, you cross-train. If you're serious about the sport, you cross-train with some weightlifting, with some weight training. So weight training, the purpose of that is to make your muscles stronger, right? To build muscle. Well, often when you build muscle, those muscles get tight, okay, and they get stiff. And when they're stiff, they inhibit your movement. You're not as fluid or as efficient in your movement when you've got these big stiff muscles. So Pilates works on dynamic strength and flexibility. We move. We don't always just come into the stretch and hold, right? We move through the range of motion, which trains your body in that muscle balance so that you're not so bound and tight, but you have flexibility in that movement. So it helps you to get the most out of the benefits that you get from the weight training, still doing the weight training, still doing the strength training, but adding Pilates to make those muscles as fluid and as efficient as you can, really, to make the most out of that strength, okay? So we've talked about all the benefits of your sport. What happens if you get hurt, right? If you get injured, you're out, game over, for at least for your recovery period. That's actually why Pilates was created, was for recovery. I want to talk first about preventing those injuries. So core strength, muscle balance helps prevent injuries. A lot of time injuries are caused because of muscle imbalance, right? One muscle group is always working, so you have an overuse injury. Well, Pilates helps to balance, like I said, front to back, right to left, inside, outside, all those things, so that your body doesn't have, there are no overuse injuries, right? Your body is balanced in its strength and flexibility. The other piece is proprioception and coordination, okay? Big words. Proprioception means knowing where your body is in space, and coordination is fluidity of movement, coordinated movements, right? Pilates works and builds those skills. So why is that important for injury prevention? If you fall, you know how to fall. Okay, first of all, you're less likely to fall because we work on balance too. But if you do fall or take a hit, right? In football, you take a hit, you know how to take that hit. Your body is able to absorb that and recover from that and not have the injury impact, okay? So we're gonna minimize injury that way. Now to recovery, Pilates was actually created for recovery. That was what it was designed for, and then it built on as they started to realize the other benefits. But with Pilates, when you are recovering from an injury, it's going to help you recover stronger than you were before you ever got hurt, okay? We build strength from the inside out, working on those muscle balances, flexibility, and the strength to help repair the injury and then support your body around that to make you stronger than when you started. So all of those things are awesome, but another thing, especially in the times that we're dealing with today, is stress, okay? Pilates is excellent for that. I want to talk specifically about the breathing. Like I said, inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale. That pattern of breathing becomes natural. It is a way to calm your heart rate in life or during sport, right? To clear your head and make you more efficient. You won't be short of breath and panting on the sidelines because you'll have the benefit of the maximum oxygen exchange from those ingrained, and they kind of become second nature, breathing patterns, okay? So those are the things that we want to talk about, is the breathing to help reduce stress, to help maximum oxygen exchange and control your heart rate, but also with the current COVID situation, lungs are very important. It attacks your lungs. So enabling deep breathing helps to keep your lungs healthy, okay? We all want to have healthy lungs. So for those reasons, if you thought Pilates was just something that, you know, dancers or somebody else does and it wasn't for you because you're some big, strong athlete, it's exactly for you. You're the one who's going to see the most benefit because you are so trained in your sport that adding Pilates to that, you'll see how much better, how much faster you recover, how much faster you perform, right? Your speeds and your force and all of those things will improve because of the benefits of Pilates. So that being said, join one of my classes. I hope to see you there. Thanks.